Virgos, how you guys doing this week? Yes, my favorite ones. You know why? Because that's me. I'm a Virgo. Anyway, how you guys doing? Thank you for coming in, checking me out. If you're new, thank you for popping in. I am a new channel, so I get a lot of new people, of course. And so thank you. Appreciate that. I'm an empath, a very intuitive empath. So I do intuitive readings, a little bit different than other people do. So you can go on my channel and see the about, and it'll tell you how to do that. For those returning, thank you. And if you've subscribed, even thank you more. Anyway, I'm a nut. If you haven't figured it out, I embarrassed my daughter. She's like, oh my gosh, because I'm getting a new tarot deck, and she's so excited because she picked it out. It's Final Fantasy for those of you young people. So I'm going to give that a try. So we'll go from there and to see all about Final Fantasy when that gets here. I think it's coming from Japan, and it won't come until December. So that will be interesting. She's all excited. She wants me to do some readings with her. So anyway, so let's get started. Oh, one news. Hi, thank you. So one news is that there are some people out there that sort of got through my comments. And just so you know, if you are being approached or if you see a comment about spellcasters and to contact them, that kind of thing, don't do it. Because if you look at it, there will be a phone number, a Google email address, and usually the phone numbers start with 234. That's Nigeria. And so I've been to Africa. I've studied this criminal justice, and I've watched how all this actually works, and it's a joke. So don't send any money. If you have any questions about anybody that you're going to send money to, contact the reader, your tarot reader, or contact, my email address, because I can tell them in a heartbeat. I studied this for many years, studied criminal justice, and so scam and fraud is my forte. So I just want to make sure that the community out there knows that this is starting to happen or has been happening, and I'm just on it. So be really mindful. Do not send any money to any spellcasters, ritualists, spiritualists, voodoo doctors, anything like that. They are out there, real ones. Africa has a lot of them real. I mean, it's pretty spooky, pretty scary. But they're the ones that are coming and asking for you to find a good spellcaster. No. And if it's not a 234 number from Nigeria, it can be an American number starting with 971 out of Texas, Arizona. Those are the popular ones, as well as Connecticut. So contact me, because even like online dating and stuff like that, I catch scams all the time. So with that. So hi, I can give you a reading, but actually you will have to book that. You can ask a question, and I can answer that at the very end, but I do the readings first for the month. So you're very welcome to book a reading if you'd like. So we're going to get started with Virgo for the 24th through the 31st. And yeah, we're going to get going with that and get the energies. So the oracles that I'm doing now are for the energies for the 24th through the 31st. So if you could please give me those energies for Virgo. Wide open. We are wide open. What other energy is there? Wide open. So something is, it looks like you're going to have some opportunities for this energy. There's all kinds of things it could be, and we'll find out with the cards what it's going to be about. But wide open is actually like opportunity. You're at the top, you're looking down, you're seeing all this that could be potentially for you. And that's with the energies of the moon right now. The energies of the moon, actually, Venus is opposing Pluto at the end of the month between the 27th and 30th, when there's going to be a lot of opportunity for communications, and that way we will be able to know if sorry, your question threw me off. I'll answer it at the end. So we've got all kinds of this communication stuff going on at the end of the month. The end of the month is about passion and desire. So you might want to listen to this one, because it is about passion, desire, and also there is sort of an uncertainty about that. And with that said, somebody's not being straightforward. So with the passionate desires towards the end of the month, and this has to do with communication. So everything about the end of the month is about communication. And so you're going to have to really get down to the nitty gritty, what somebody actually feels like, whatever somebody's desires and passions are. So this beating around the bush, if you're one of those, it's not going to work this time. You really just need to say what you mean, say what you want, say what your heart is desiring right at the moment. So you're going to probably see, and I'll probably, so it looks like wide open is your energy. It's not going to show me anything else. So for some of you people, it could be wide open. Maybe there's new job opportunities. Maybe there's more school opportunities. Maybe there's more love opportunities. These are all choices that you can make. These are all things that you can make. But it's also, what is the divine wanting you to do? Is this something, and again, we go back to the passion and the desires. That's what the end of the month is about. Passion and desires. Is this something that the divine or God or whoever you believe in is telling you to do? And if it isn't, you better back it up. Back it up, because if it isn't of God or divine or who you believe in, then it's not going to last. So it has to be something from your spirit, not your head, because your head gets in the way. So it has to be from your spirit. What is your intuition? What does your heart tell you? What is your, what is that drive deep inside you? Because that's where spirit lies. That's where God or divine or spirit lie. That's where intuition is. All right. That's where your intuition is. So for you, I'm sorry, I probably will just butcher the name. I apologize. Hatshepsut, Egyptian. So this is where you would have to ask your heart really deep inside, is this what I want? Is this where I want to go? Is this who I want to spend my life with? And am I ready for that? Because marriage or getting married is a union to one. It's like a three-stranded cord. You have your spouse, you have the divine and God in the center. And that's the thing that has to hold you together. And that's actually for a lifetime. That's for a lifetime. So you have to imagine yourself. Can you grow old with that person? Can you take care of that person? Can you wipe their bottom when they're sick? Can you help them when they're sick? If they're sick, can you help them? If you can't do that, that's not, I mean, cultures are different. I lived in Japan. I've been into Africa. Cultures are different. But the thing is, you are a union. You are a consecrated union, which means one, not two separate, but one. So we don't want to leave anybody out in the cold. That's our first card out. So Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles could be that you're leaving somebody out. Somebody's hurt and can't really do something. Can't really do what they need to do. So they're feeling left out. Maybe financially, especially with COVID and everybody being out of work. This pandemic is causing financial issues, which could be huge. And a lot of people, sadly, are being homeless. I went downtown Portland. I live near Portland, Oregon. I had to go down and get leather supplies. And I apologize. I have brown on my hands from working on a saddle. So I was repairing a saddle and went down there and got leather. And I have never seen so many homeless people in my life. Portland has homeless people, but it has exploded. In the front of the shop I usually go to, not usually that bad. It's not that bad down there. People everywhere, homeless people everywhere, tents in front of their store, food on the ground. I'm just like, I wanted to just cry. I walked by a man sleeping in his tent, and I'm like, this has got to stop. This has got to stop. Oh, I'm getting... divine is just so upset at humanity. It's just, I'm just getting goosebumps all over. I got to stop because it aggravates, but it's coming. We know it is. King of Cups. What do we got? Cups are of the heart. And so basically with the heart, this one here, okay, so if these two come together, it would make sense. So when somebody's going through a struggle or when somebody's trying to figure something out, this King of Cups is about the heart, but it's also about staying calm. And at the end of this month, with all this communication, it's time to stay calm. So if you're getting excited about something, that's a good thing in a positive way, but make sure we stay calm and collected because, and for you again, I'm sorry, Egyptian. I'm going to call you Egyptian. So if you're still there, the thing is, when we are calm, we actually are getting more knowledge and understanding of a situation when we do stay calm. The other thing is when we come into this end of this month, I was even going to say this just right now. So at the end of the month is that when we have to look at communication as expectation, whatever my expectation is, plus reality, which would be somebody else's perception or ideas, equals whatever act or whatever emotion that we have. Because if my expectation is, for you, I'm going to ask you to marry me, and the reality is they say no, then I'm hurt, disappointed, whatever. So, but if my expectation is I'm going in knowing they're going to say yes, the reality is they say yes, then you have happiness, celebration, and everything. So we have to understand that sometimes our reality and our expectations do not match up. And that's what creates misconfusion or miscommunication, misunderstanding. We just don't get it, and that kind of thing. And we're in a match. So if everybody had no expectation and just looked at the reality of something, then we would actually be okay. Because when we expect something to turn out one way and it doesn't, that just blows our whole thing. And that's why spirit is so important. Hierophant's all about spirit, about teaching, and about not only teaching spirituality, but teaching what our spirit is in us, and to please listen to it. Please listen to the spirit inside of us. Whoever you may call that. You may call it universe. You may call it, God. You may call him Buddha or Mohammed, or, whoever that is to you. For me, it is God. So, that's just the way it is. So that will help you. And spirit keeps us calm. Spirit keeps us completely calm. King of Cups is all about calm, but the King of Cups is also about heart. It's all about your heart, what your heart wants, what your heart desires. And he's very knowledgeable and insightful. He's very knowledgeable and insightful and authoritative, like a teacher. Just like the Hierophant, he's going to give you reality advice. Yeah, that's what he's going to give you, reality advice. All right, let's go to a different deck here. I don't like to end in 4, but so we have 2 5s. If you go into numerology, we have 2 5s. Woo! Slid that puppy right over. Who is that? Who is that? Yep. I would expect it. So we have the Page of Cups, again, of the heart, end of the month, passion, desire, heart. That's a message. So that's a message. That's a message for something new, something possibly to start. But this is a message. It's a cup of the desires, of the loves. I would be surprised if the 9 of Cups showed up. I'd said that the other reading, and boom, 9 of Cups showed up. Oh. I can't make this up. I'm sorry. Oh, my Lord. 9 of Cups. And you know what the 9 of Cups is? I'm going to start laughing. I'm so sorry, but it's actually sort of funny. The divine just knows me too well. So 9 of Cups is a wish card. Whatever your wish is, Egyptian, then it will come true. Oh, that is funny. Okay, and the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is about romance, passion, love, that kind of thing, communication. That's where, that just blows my mind. Anyway, sorry. So love, passion, communication. It's going in with a soft approach, not a like the Knight of Swords. It's Aries, so he's off and he's going. The Knight of Wands is sort of like a nice gallop. If you know horses, nice gallop in, really easy, controlled, Yes, they can't wait. Yes, he's very passionate and romantic. Whereas the Knight of Swords is like, yeah, let's get it done. I want to go ask. I want to go do this. I want to do this. I want to do this. And then then there are Aries, and then they get bored, and then they drop off the earth, kind of thing. So I think, Mr. Egyptian, you get your answer in here. I hope if you can't catch it, or Miss, excuse me, could be a lady. I'm not familiar with that culture, so I apologize. All right. Wow. This has been a fun reading so far. This has been a fun reading. Okay. Yeah, so we've got justice. So justice is about getting to the truth, getting to the matter. And like I said, at the end of the month, we actually should be getting to the truth and the matter of something. We need to be focused on more of a balance kind of thing, because justice is not only about, it could be a paper thing, and if you're getting married, it would be a paper thing, but the thing is, with justice, we want to make sure that it's true and tried, that everybody gets an equal chance, and there's truth in it. That's why I will pound truth through everything that I do. Love and truth are those two things. Either you live in love or you live in fear. So there's only two ways to live. And fear is not truth. Love is truth. So, yeah. And fear, if you live in fear, learning how to live in love and not fear it's amazing. It's taken me all my years of learning that. Okay, so we have the Queen of Wands. Like I said, we're going to have lots of wands. I knew that was coming up. Lots of wands. So the Queen of Wands is a little bit very independent. She's, could be a masculine too, but very independent, very sort of butterfly-ish, likes to flutter around here and there, is more of a social person kind of thing. Not sure who that is in your circle, but there is somebody that is in your circle, and I don't know if that's actually, maybe you're involved with somebody, you wish to have a relationship with somebody who's a little bit more outgoing. I know for me, I'm more of a hermit, so, you know, having somebody outgoing to push me to my limits is actually a good thing, because we are not meant to be alone. We're not meant to be stuck in a house, that kind of thing. We're meant to grow and flourish and help others. That's where we're supposed to be. So I'm not quite sure if this Queen of Wands is you. I don't know if you're a social person more than somebody else, or if that is actually somebody else coming to you. All right. I hope the Egyptian's still here. So what does that mean? The Four of Wands. Four of Wands is actually a very good card, a very celebration card. A lot of the times happens in marriage, those kind of things. And I'm getting goosebumps. So maybe this is the time. So basically what it is about is communication. It is about unity, coming together, a celebration of some type. It could mean travel. It could mean, you know, when people get married, they do take a honeymoon, that kind of thing. But it could mean travel for family members. It could be travel, that kind of thing. But this is a very joyous, happy card. Very happy card. So you be careful, because you got your heart's in it. Your wish, whatever you wish for. I don't believe in wishes. I believe in blessings. Whatever you ask to be blessed for, then you actually are growing that into fruition for a upcoming celebration. All right. All right, and I have to pull this back out again, because they're asking me to do that, is that you have to keep spirit at the center of whatever you're doing. So whatever this celebration is, whatever this desire of your heart, passion kind of thing, they're just saying, please keep spirit, God, whoever it is to you, at the center of everything that you're asking for. Remember, the end of this month, whatever you plant as a seed, you speak. So if you're going to ask somebody to marry you, be mindful, be intentful, make sure that that is really what you want, because it will grow. It will happen. We begin to grow that seed into a little plant. The plant goes into a bigger plant and it grows, and then we have harvest. So words are powerful, and that's what's happening at the end of the month. All right. All right. Okay, so we have the Ace of Cups. Again, another offering of love, peace. It is that's typical. There is always going to be a naysayer. There's always going to be somebody that's sneaking around who doesn't want your best, who doesn't want, he wants to steal the show kind of thing, or not be on your side. Let them go. Let them go. If they're not going to be on your side, let them go. You know what? Because it's not about their journey. It's about your journey. It's about your life and your journey. All right. Virgos. I love my Virgos. All right. All right. And this, you know, like I said, you can ask a question and I will answer. This is a good time to ask your question because we'll be getting to wrap this up pretty soon. And if you haven't subscribed, I would appreciate it. If you have subscribed, I thank you very much. Don't forget to hit that bell for notifications so you can see when I am on live. I do most of my readings live. I like the interaction with you. I love to know where you're all from. You know, just say hi. You know, I'm from wherever. I love it. I just love interacting with my viewers. All right. So we only have well, we have actually two. One little glitch here. So we've got somebody that's a little bit of a naysayer, but the other thing is, and they're not being honest, they're trying to hide any, which is typical at the end of the month again, the way that Venus is moving into Pluto or opposing Pluto, because something is, 2 and 2 is not going to add up to 4. So something's just off, so pay attention to that. The other thing is we want to be mindful if we are doing something that we're doing it in love and not leaving somebody out intentionally. If we're going to leave somebody out, communicate that. You know, communicate, hey, you know, I don't have enough money to have everybody go. You know, maybe we can go next time, or, you know, you just sort of, if you don't want them in your life anymore, wean them out or cut them off, but just say, hey, you know what, I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore. The problem is people ghosting. Ghosting is so immature. You know, they just stop talking to somebody, and then that person is left not only hanging, but they're wondering, okay, did I do something wrong? Whether you liked them or not, maybe you just wasn't your cup of tea, then just say, hey, you know what, you're not my cup of tea, really sorry. What's the worst thing that you can do, especially if you're on these dating sites? How hard is it? You just say, you know what, no, I'm moving on. Nope, rather than just ignore them and do that. It's like, what are they going to do? They're going to like come and beat you up or something? They don't even know who you are. You probably have a fake picture. Oh my gosh. All right. The Hermit. So unfortunately, we have to be a little bit of a hermit right now with all the pandemic kind of stuff going on. But when we are with the Hermit, remember the energies are wide open. So this is a time, if you are being a hermit, which means you're just staying home, you're not really doing anything. I'm just home because of the situations or whatever is happening. You make productiveness of your time. Think about what your future is. Think about what you want to do with the rest of your life. Time is precious. You can never get it back. This is a time where you need to think. That's a time where you need to think. And your passions, your desires, that's what you need to think. All right? All right. Lastly, is there anything else, Divine, that I have missed? Got a lot of love, passion, a lot of communication, and then we've got one little sneaky person that's going to try to ruin it all. And you got your wish. You got your wish card. You're confident. You're confident about it and everything. So, all right. So, if the Egyptian is there, did you get your answer out of this, or do you still need it? If you're still there, if not, I hope you got your answer. All right. And it doesn't look like there is anything more. So, Virgos, I appreciate you coming. Again, if you're still on, subscribe and hit that bell, and you'll know when I'm on live. And I'd love to have you on and just say hello. And also, too, I am going to be doing a live collective at the end of the month, and you'll know when I'm live to do that. And we will talk to you next week, because I do these weekly. For those of you who are brand new, I do them weekly. So because the vibrations and energies change, I don't do them way out, because the energies could change and then everything is completely off. So I will see you next week. Thank you for popping in. Thank you. I hope you have a good wedding and you take care.